So the first thing I'm going to do here is put up a new problem for today. That's not right. Goes like this. This is going to be the medium problem. Let me go ahead and put that there. Is today the 7th. Yeah, this one's pretty easy, I think. So now I just need a easy problem. Let's see. Yeah, that is true. Hmm. Ooh, this one looks interesting, actually. Hold on. I mean, it's obvious uh, what move you're supposed to play, but I'm kind of wondering why they have this set up here. I guess it's just to try and get people to make a mistake, right? Oh, I see. Yeah, this one's actually a little trickier than it appears to be. Yeah, okay, I like this. Let's make that the easy one. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and go over the last couple weeks of problems since I didn't stream last week. Let me just... Ooh, did I close that window? Hold on. So, season 1, week 2, I didn't do that one. Right. Oh man, it's been a while since I did some of these. So let's start out with the easy ones, I guess. A lot of these are going to be pretty straightforward. This one here, obviously, you just play this move. Now white can't connect because there's a shortage of liberties there. If you capture here first, then white can make that a false eye. So, yeah, pretty simple, just play there. Next easy one. Like that, okay. So again, this one's pretty easy. You just make a dead shape here by connecting. Now if, whoops, not in the right mode. Now if white captures you, you can just play there. Now he only has one eye. The only other move is here, which obviously doesn't work, so yeah, that one should be pretty obvious. Let's see. Five. That. This one, there are two possible moves. If you play here first, white can play this, and then you play here, and white only has one eye. White can also respond here, and then you play that, only one eye. The other move that works is this, although there's not really a reason to play that over just playing this, right? Like, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, this works too. If white plays here, you play here. If white plays here, you play here. You're good. Let's see. Another easy one. This one, I think they're kind of trying to trick you maybe. Like, whoops, wrong mode again. You just play here. That's all there is to it. If you capture this one, then white can do this. And now you're actually in trouble. Because of this variation, you can't connect or you get captured, and now that's a false eye. So yeah, just keep it simple, play there. You're alive. What next? Yeah, I mean, for white to kill, you could also just connect, right? Like, sure, you could descend, but connecting works just fine as well. Descending's probably better, because then black can't do anything, really. Like, it just, I don't know. It doesn't matter, I don't think. So we have this one next. I'm gonna have to remember this. I believe the correct move is the corner. Now if white plays here, you play here. That's one eye, dead shape. If white plays here, you play here, and then when white captures, you make that a false eye. So yeah, that works. Are there any wrong sequences here? I think this is wrong. Yeah, because now white captures, whoops, and then you have miai. If you play here, white plays here. If you play here, white plays here. Yeah. It's kind of weird how... I guess it's because white plays there. And yeah, anyway, moving on. Pretty easy. We have one easy one left for that week. This one was a little bit trickier. 3, 4. You throw, yeah, when white captures, you throw away your previous stone, that's true. So this one's kind of interesting. We have this black group up here that's kind of short on liberties. If white were able to play here, you would just be in trouble. Actually, no, white plays here, right? Now even if you connect, you get captured. Nothing you can do. I mean, this would probably work as well, right? But either way, that's bad. So you don't want to just play here. That might seem like a tempting move at first, but again, now white just plays here, and you can capture this stone, but now white's alive. Again, you can't connect. So what you have to do here is you have to make sure this black group is not going to die. Descending is not good because now white has this free move to reduce your liberties, and then it taris you. So I believe the correct move is to play here. Now white can't play in there because that's a tiger's mouth. Just going to get captured. So the only thing white can do is descend, but if white descends, you just connect here. And now white doesn't have enough liberties to play this, so there's no way for white to capture you. White can't make two moves over in, or two eyes over in the corner rather, because it takes two moves. So as long as you can prevent this from becoming an eye, you're fine. If white plays there, you just play there. So yeah, this is the important move there. So moving on to the medium problems now. Let's see, this first one might take a minute to set up. And this one is, I believe we did another one that was similar to this. Let's see. So again, in this situation, black can make an eye by playing here, but still needs to make another eye in the corner. So I believe there's no like shortage of liberties thing over here to capture these stones, so I think all you can do here is just poke at this cutting point. If white plays here, obviously that doesn't work because he gets captured, so white needs to connect. And yeah, you could play this, but it doesn't do anything, so there's no point. Just play here, white needs to connect again, and now you have... You could play here, or you could play here. You can even play here, but yeah, one of these two is probably the best move now. If white plays here, you play there, and if white plays there, you play there. So you have Miai for two eyes. So yeah, poking at that cutting point there is the important part of that problem. Let's move on to the next one. This is similar to one of the easy ones that we saw a minute ago. Actually, this is exactly the same as that easy one, only the colors are switched, and instead of playing here, white captured here, right? Like, if we do this, it's the same problem with the color switched, and then white captured here. Yeah, exactly. This is the easy one with the with the wrong response there. So yeah, now the correct move for black is to play here. If white captures, you play there, and again, white can't connect or he'll be captured. So white has to capture you, and then you make that a false eye. Pretty simple. Ooh, the next one here. This one's kind of fun. Let's see. Okay, so this one, check something real quick. Yeah, this one has a little bit of a... It's an interesting one. So we'll start out with the moves that you can't play, the ones that don't work. The first one that doesn't work is this. The problem is white's going to play here. And now if you connect, white plays that. And now where are your eyes? This is like a couple of false eyes there. And if black plays there, you just play that. So yeah, black's in trouble if you do that. So obviously based on that, we can tell that black needs to play one of these three moves because letting white play this is pretty much death. So you could try this one. The problem with that, let me remember the problem with that. Like that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Whoops. Yeah, if white plays here, you just can't do anything, right? So yeah, that move's no good. This one's no good either, I believe. I think we just get the same thing again. Yeah, like what do you do about that? So the correct move here is actually to play this. So what this does is, you'll notice that with the other two moves, after white played this, we couldn't play there. What this move lets us do is it lets us play there. So if white plays here, now we can just play here. And I believe that's correct. Yeah. No matter what white plays now, we're fine. Notice that you can't connect here because you get captured. But if you just capture, white can't make that a false eye. So you're good. If white connects here, I believe you play this. Now you're fine. Again, that doesn't do anything. If white does this, you could play here. That's fine, actually. But yeah, this is the correct first move there. After you play that, everything else should work out. Let's see, so that was the last medium one. So now we just have the two hard problems. Let's go ahead and do those. If white cuts. Oh, right. I should do that one, huh? Shoot, I need to set that up again. Yeah, so if white cuts here, that's an Atari, right? You have to connect. Now, if white plays here, you can't play here because you have a shortage of liberties. But you're fine if you just play here because now this is an Atari and white can't connect. I don't know if that was worth going back or not, but yeah, if you try to Atari, white captures you and now you just can't do anything. So that's no good. So yeah, you have to connect here. If white plays this, you again can't play this, so you have to play that. White can't connect. If white does that, you capture. So yeah, as long as you just play this here, you're fine. Okay, so hard problem. Oh yeah, this one. Okay. So this one is interesting. I think the first move that I tried was probably this. The problem with that is that now white plays here. And now if white plays this move, white just has two eyes. So you have to play here, but then white can play this. Now, obviously this doesn't work. This one's not going to work either though, because why does that not work? Hold on. Maybe that's the wrong move. I think it might be this one actually. Yeah, it's this one, right? Hold on, my phone just went off. Oh, it was nothing. So if white plays this one, again, that doesn't work. So black has to play here. So white can play this. But you're fine because you play this, right? And now black has to stop the eye there. And then you capture it, and now these two are Miai. Yeah. So that doesn't work because of this move. So the move that actually does work here, which is kind of interesting, is this. Now at this point, there's not really much white can do. If white plays here, I believe you just Atari. Now that leads to that, which is no good for white. You can't come out, obviously. And if you try to do this, black should just capture. So yeah, there's no way for white to make a second eye now. Nothing else is going to really work either. Don't know if I read that one, but I don't know if it makes much of a difference. Probably just do, no, you don't do that. Hold on. You do this, I think. You just play here, maybe. Yeah, like white's not going to make two eyes if you just play here, right? Hmm. I don't know, I might need to look at this a little bit more. That's no good. Like this doesn't work for white, right? Because he has to connect here. But that's Seki, isn't it? I don't know, I'm probably just missing something obvious. I don't know. I feel like that's not going to work for white. But yeah, that should be the answer here. Just playing at this point. It's going to annoy me now. See, like that's not going to work. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it for that one. Let's move on. So we had another hard one. I better check when that other game. So that other game I have to stream at 6. So I'll have to finish this up before then. So this one here. Gonna have to remember this again. Let's see. I think this is the correct move, right? Yeah. Because you can do that and then white can't approach. Yeah, so you have to do this, and then if white cuts here, you don't actually care about the stone being captured. You need to make an eye in the corner. And now there's like nothing white can do. Can white play that? No, right? Is that a ko? Hmm. Do you have to start with this one? That doesn't work though, right? Yeah, you have to start here. So we just have to look at this. I know there's a response to this that's correct. Oh, if he plays here, you just play there. And if he plays there, you play there. Yeah. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, nothing white can do. So that was the week before last week, so now we can move on to just this past week. Once again, let's start out with the easy ones. Okay, so the first one is going to look like this. You might be tempted to connect here, but that is a problem because white plays there, and now you're dead. There's no way to make two eyes, so you actually have to play here first. You don't care about white capturing the stone because white can't play at B18, or he'll just get captured. So you can just play here and make two eyes. And like I said, if white plays there, you just capture him. So no matter what, you're fine. You just do this. Hello, Arthur 1007. We're just doing some Go problems here. Let's see. So this was the next easy one. This one's actually a little bit interesting. So the first move here, I think some people tried playing this first. The problem with that is that then white plays here, and now you got a false eye. So you do have to capture this first. Now white has a couple possible responses to this. White can play here. That one is easy. You can just play there. Now you have two eyes, so you're fine. The other one white can do, which is a little bit more tricky, is white can play here. So now, if white plays here and you fill this in, white can play this and make this a false eye. So now you're actually dead, so you can't respond with 3 there. You can't respond with this either, though, because again, this is going to be a false eye. So no matter what, white can make C18 a false eye. So what you actually have to do is play this move, B16. So what this does is if white plays here next, you just make your second eye down here. You don't care if white captures because you can capture back. And then you have two eyes. So you're fine. If white plays here, wrong move. If white plays here, you don't have to worry about white playing here next because that's self-Atari. So you can go ahead now and fill that one in. And then when white plays here, you'll be able to connect there, and now you have two eyes. So yeah, the important move is number 3 here. It's a little bit tricky, but not too bad. Okay, this next one is really simple. I don't even have to do the rest of it, probably. So this one, black just plays here. Now, again, white can't fill in. He has a shortage of liberties, so you can just capture and make two eyes. If you play anywhere else, white's going to make the empty triangle dead shape. And that's no good. So yeah, that's the correct move. It only works because of your outside liberties. Yeah, if you had, maybe I should demonstrate that real quick. Yeah. So this one here, black has 2 outside liberties right there. So black can play here because he still has those 2 liberties left. If black only had 1 outside liberty, like say this was filled in, obviously if he didn't have any, then you just can't even play there. But if he only has 1, whoops. If he only has 1, playing here is self-Atari, so that doesn't work. So you do need at least 2 outside liberties for that to work. That is a good point. Important in common corner shape, yeah. So the next one here, this one was kind of interesting. So I had at least one person on this one try to capture first here. The problem with that is that it's not good because you get into like a ko. White can play here, black captures again. And now white has to win this ko here, right? Or sorry, I mean both players have to win the ko. Black has one local ko threat, but that's it. So if you can ever kill without ko, that's obviously better. Um, so the way to do that is to just play here. This is a nice move to connect to the outside here. If we look at this closely, we'll actually see that no other moves work. If you play here, white plays here. Now, you know, if you can't play there because then you get captured. Same thing with that. And if you play here, white plays there. So not really enough liberties, but playing here is good because now white can't do this because you'll just capture. And if white plays here, you just connect and you're safe. So that's the one space jump on the edge there is a good move for connecting out. That's a good one to know. Let's move on. Okay. This one I think was just yesterday. Hold on. D19 would work for white if he could play E18 without Self-Atari. Yeah. I think I mentioned that. We got this. So a couple things going on here. We have this empty triangle shape inside, and we know that that is a dead shape. If we capture it, the other player can play in the middle there and prevent us from making two eyes. But that is okay, because now we can just capture here. If this black stone weren't here, white would play here and make that a false eye, but what happens is we just capture this, and we're fine. If white connects here, we play that, and now that's an eye. So the better response for white after this would just be to play here. Now black is forced to make his second eye by playing there. But yeah, pretty simple, just capturing those stones works. We have one more easy one. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one. This one is kind of interesting. So they don't give you any outside liberties here. So when I first saw this one, I actually thought that this worked because when white plays here, you just play here. And then this is a snapback. But what I didn't realize was you actually don't have enough liberties to do this because white can just capture you. Kind of tricky there. So that doesn't work. If you had one outside liberty, then that would work. Playing here would also work the same way. But since you don't have the outside liberties there, you have to play this move first. After this move, if white plays here, you just play here. Now if white doesn't connect, then that gives you two eyes. If white does connect, then capturing this gives you two eyes because that's a living shape there. If white plays like here, then you just play that. Again, snapback. Same thing with this. So yeah, if you just connect at one, then you're good. Other moves don't really work that well because of the shortage of liberties here. So yeah, that is the last easy one for that week. Let's move on to the medium ones. Yeah. So this one here. Oh, this one's actually pretty fun. If there's anyone in the chat who hasn't done this one already, I'll let you go ahead and give it a try if you want, because it's kind of neat. The problem here, so if you play a move like this or this, the problem is white goes here and creates a ko, right? You can't, oh wait, no. White has to play this first if you play it on there. Then white starts the ko. You can't connect because you don't have enough liberties. Same thing with here. If you connect, then white just makes the dead shape. Yeah, I think you're talking about this one probably. This doesn't work either because white can just do this, right? That's no good. And then this one doesn't work, that's just bad. Like that's a ko, and then white has a threat, right? A local threat. So yeah, that's even worse. So the only move left, we've tried pretty much everything. We didn't try that, but obviously that doesn't work. What do? You just play here, right? And then it's a ko. C18 is a local ko threat. Yeah. So the only move that we haven't tried is this one here, which looks like a weird move at first, but it's actually going to work in this situation. If white plays this now, if black plays A19 first, yeah, I think I mentioned that. If white plays this now, unfortunately we can't play here because that's self-Atari, but what we can do, hold on. C18 isn't self-Atari, did I miscount? Oh, it's not self-Atari, yeah, I'm dumb. Sorry guys. Yeah, that's not self-Atari. So yeah, you just play here. If white connects, you capture and you have two eyes. If white doesn't connect and plays here, then you just capture that. So yeah, you're fine that way. If white plays here, you just play there, I guess. That's fine. I mean, you could play here also, but that's one less point. So one less point, but also one less co-threat for white. So I guess you could consider doing that, because if you play here, then this becomes a co-threat. Pretty sizable one as well. If you're worried about co's, then you can just play here for a 1 point loss. But yeah, this is the correct move on that one. Let's see, what do we have next? Okay, this one. Yeah, this one's interesting. So white can make an eye at any time by playing in the corner here. So you have to either get that corner move yourself or make sure that white can't make two eyes here. If you take it as your first move here, I think white does this. And that's a problem now, right? This might still work for black. Yeah, I think this still works. You just play there. Yeah, so the important part on this one is getting the Atari on these three stones. I believe you can also start with this. If white plays there, then you play here, and then that's a snapback. Can show that. Obviously white can't play there. So yeah, I think either of those moves work, right? Yeah, it should work whether you play at A18 or D19 first, I think, as far as I can tell. So yeah, that's it for that one. Pop quiz, which one's better? Hold on, let me go back. Oh, whoops. So if you play this, it's 1 co-threat, 2 co-threats, 3 co-threats, right? If you play this, that's... Is it Gote versus Entei? Hold on. Just guessing? Okay. I feel like it's the same amount of co-threats either way. Hold on, let me go back to the other variation. It's simpler than that? Oh, whoops. Play the starting move and then give white 2 moves in a row. Wait. So white 2 moves in a row locally, you mean? Oh, I see what you mean. So white plays this and then black ignores the co-threat. And then white plays in here again. So it looks like that way it's 4. Although, if black does this, then it's only 2, well 3, because he captured 1. Let me go back to the other one. Hold on. So co-threat, ignore. I can play there, right? So it looks like this one is better for white, probably. Because there's a dead stone already in there. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Still have to do that, I guess. It's probably better just to play here, right? So 4 points compared to 3, I think. Yeah, this looks like 4 points. Oh, 5 points, sorry, because I didn't count the territory there. Yeah, so 5 versus 3, so this way is better for black. Because white gets less points. So that means killing with A18 makes white's go through 2 points smaller, so it's better, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a good point. Thank you for pointing that out, Go Baduk. I definitely didn't think of that. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next one now. Let's see, what do we have next? In-game makes my head hurt, yeah. I mean, that's not really in-game, is it? That's just co-threat something. Like, it literally doesn't change the point difference, because either way, white is dead. It just literally changes how big white's co-threats are there. The easier Sumego usually have like 2 to 4 solutions, so you have to do stuff like that to find the best answer. Yeah. We haven't really been getting too tricky with these problems, but yeah, that's definitely a good point. So this one here, better to kill from outside than inside out. Yeah, that's a good point as well, because if you're playing outside, you're not giving them dead stones in case they do live from possible co-threats. So yeah, that's definitely a good point. Let me just respond to a text real quick. I remember one time at a Go Club, someone was showing a newer player the monkey jump, and then I think he said there's this other move called the jumpy monk. Hold on, I wanna see if that's a real thing or if he just made it up. Yeah. Okay. It's a backwards monkey jump. He made it up. It looks like it's a real thing. It's real-ish. Yeah, it's probably just like a joke thing that people pass around. Yeah, anyway, let's go back to this problem here. So, with this one here, obviously you can't play something like this, right? Because then white just plays that. First line jumping to second. Yeah, it looked like from what I saw, um, it was something like this, and then you play that. So it's like a reverse monkey jump instead of playing this one. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so you might look at this. Problem with that is that white plays here, and now it's a ko. So that's not good enough. If black plays here, though, now if white plays here, you just play this, and now white can't connect. So that's no good. So instead, white will have to connect here, and then you can play that. Now you're fine. Yeah, that one's pretty straightforward there. So let's move on to the hard problems. Let's see what we got here. Okay, let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, this one. So the correct move here is going to be this. If you try to throw in here, that's not going to work because white has too many liberties and black doesn't have enough in the corner. So you have to play this one first. If white plays here or something over there, then you're fine. You just play that and then capture those stones. If white plays here, you play this, I believe. Yeah. And now white's not going to have enough liberties here, even if he captures that. Can't connect. So yeah, there's nothing white can do here. If you just peep there. Something like this doesn't work either. Now if white plays here, there's nothing you can do. So yeah, the correct move there, whoops, is just the, I messed it up. Correct move there is just the peep. Pretty simple. And we have one more to go. Ooh, I'm cutting it a little bit close here. It's an L5R game I have to stream soon, but if you get white, hold on. If you get H19 first, then white D19, you can G19. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I showed that one. That was like the first thing I did. Okay, so one more hard problem here. This one is pretty interesting. Whoops, I'm on the wrong mode. Let's see, 3 here. Thought you were going to TTS today. I still might be able to later, but there's an L5R game coming up that I said I would stream starting in like 20 minutes. And yeah, I kind of want to do that. I could probably come back afterwards though and play some games if anyone wants to. But yeah, so this is the last problem here. And yeah, this one is pretty interesting. So let's see. I think one of the moves that people tried was I'm pretty sure someone tried this. Gobadook says under the stones. Which under the stones? So what's your first move? Is it that? Couldn't find one here. I know it's the name of a Tsuji, but which move are you suggesting that I start with? This one? Something else? So I'll show why this one doesn't work. G18 into empty triangle. Keep in mind that white has an eye down here. What are you going to do now? Like this? Does that work? Hold on, let me make sure this works. Yeah, that doesn't work. Oh, was it? Hold on. I don't know if I actually tried that move. The move that I found was this one. I think. It's been a while actually. Let me. Yeah. That works, right? F18? Wait. Question mark? What's the sequence? H18, G18, J18, G19, D19. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that doesn't work, does it? Yeah, so you do have to play here first, don't you? Yeah, and then you do the under the, whoops, under the stones there. Yep. So yeah, that's the correct one. Can't actually remember if that's, I feel like I didn't do that one, but I can't remember now. It's been a while since I looked at it. What time will L5R be over? Probably like anywhere from half an hour to an hour, I would imagine. Shouldn't be too long. Oops. Yeah, something like that. Oh, he's offline right now. Let me see if they're gonna start soon. Oh, they're both offline. Yeah, there are new problems up for today though, so if you want to go try those out, feel free. Any L5R people here today? It looks like Neff's here. No one else though. Yeah, I don't know. The interest from L5R people for the Go streams and the Go problems seems like it's died down a lot. Not really sure what I can do about that though. Whoops. I guess they're still not starting for like 12 more minutes. 9 p.m. EDT. Maybe I'll do another Go problem while we wait. See if I can find a good one. Where are the problems? So Go Baduk, what I've been doing, I'll go ahead and show you here real quick. Oh, don't want to stop streaming. I want to do this. So I have this thing I've been doing here where every day we have new Go problems. I'm doing it. So I'm part of a server called for a card game called Legend of the Five Rings. It's a card game that I play, and I'm part of the online community. And since the card game is kind of related to Go, it takes place in like a fantasy Japan sort of world, and there are actually some cards in the card game that reference Go on them, um, or like depict people playing Go, which is pretty cool. So because of that, I thought, well, maybe I'll try to start a sort of Go club in the L5R community. So we hang out over here in this traditional games channel, which is under the board game slash war games section. Yeah, if you want to join the Discord, you can find the link in my description. And in this channel, I have pinned my YouTube channel, my stream link, and then also the Daily Go problem link. Being on Discord is important because that's how I take submissions. You just solve one or both of the Daily Go problems, and then you get points. And we just have a point tracker here. Interest, like I said, interest has kind of been dying down. The first season, we had a lot of people. 19 people in total submitted solutions to problems. Second season, we only had 11, it looks like, and then this season so far, we only have 4. So, not looking too good. But yeah, the idea is that in the card game, you can play as these 7 different clans. So people earn points for the clan that they play. As you can see, though, Kelly is not affiliated with a clan. That's fine. You don't have to be. You can just earn points if you want. Let's see. Easy. Yeah, that looks like the right answers there. And I reset the points every 2 weeks. And then whichever clan got the most points wins. So far it's been Unicorn and Phoenix. Looks like it might be Dragon this time. But yeah, it's kind of a fun little activity. If you want to get involved, you can go ahead and check it out. Hopefully that answers any questions you had. But yeah, let's see if we can do a hard problem before I have to go stream that other game. Which one do I want to do? Yeah, easy internet points. You don't actually get anything other than fake internet points, obviously, but yeah, it's just like a fun little activity, you know, trying to get more people into the game. So if you want to come join, it seems like you're a pretty good player. I don't know what your actual rank is, but I mean, most of the problems should be pretty easy for you. But still, if you want to just do it for fun, you're more than welcome. Whoops. Let's see, I gotta keep this open. Like 5 to 6 dawn, sorry. Yeah, so it should be pretty easy for you, all the problems that I do on there, but yeah, you're welcome to join if you want. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Want to try this? Now what do you do? That's no good, right? Oh, well, actually, do you do that? Starting with B19? Yeah. What does white do about this one? You can't play here, right? Because then you're just dead. Is there a better move than 2, maybe? One of them's online. Ooh, mine's Desire's playing Phoenix. Sounds like fun. Let's see, what do you do about this? I'm gonna try your B19 move. Let me see what that does. So white has to play something over here, right? Like that. B19, C19. Yeah, and then that doesn't work. Whoops. If they do that, you just play here, right? And if they connect, wait, we're trying to kill white. Hold on. I forgot which one we were. So you connect here, and then you do that. Wait. No, this doesn't work right. Yeah, so I don't think this works. After 4, we should connect F19 and then Co. Yeah, I think Co is what's going to happen here, right? Doesn't white just play here, though? Yeah, so that doesn't work. Hmm. Does that even help? Oh. Yeah. So what does white do then? Play here? Is that bent 4? So white can't play there, right? We already did that. White plays here. And you do this. If white doesn't play there, if white plays here, then you just connect. Yeah, so I feel like this, whoops, I feel like this might be the right answer. C19, A18. Oh, so you don't even play there, you just play here? Ready to go? Uh-oh. Yeah, the game's starting. I'll go ahead and post this one maybe for fun in the traditional games chat if anyone wants to keep working on it. See if you can figure it out. No points or anything, but yeah, so I'm gonna have to go and stream that L5R game that's about to happen. Try to be back in an hour. Okay. But yeah, I will wait. I'm waiting. 2 hours and 30. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I should be around later today. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the Go stream. I can I can post one and you can put 20 plus points on it. Yeah, I mean, so the problem with that is that the point of this is just to be like to get new players into the game and you know, try to get people motivated to play. Um, it's not really supposed to be like a something where the good players can just get a ton of points and beat everybody else. It's supposed to be like, you know, if you put in the same amount of work as someone, even if you're not as good as them, you should still get the same amount of points. Uh, but yeah, anyway, I'm gonna have to wrap up the Go stream here. I'll be back pretty much immediately streaming a game of Legend of the Five Rings if anybody is interested in that. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you next time.